Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is episode 2 of Building My Perfect Home. If you're new to this series, it's basically where I build my perfect home in Roblox, guys. Now, of course, this financially is going to be a bit out of reach for a little while, but ideally, I like to visualize my goals or dreams or aspirations, whatever, and this is going to help me visualize it, help you guys visualize it, and just get one step closer to succeeding at said goal. Now, I firmly believe it's not a goal until you start taking steps to reach it, and having this completely laid out and everything, if you missed episode 1, we built all this, but having it fully laid out will then lead to being able to start pricing stuff out and seeing exactly what I need, where I need it, how I want it, everything like that. But let me show you guys, just in case you missed episode 1, what we're cooking with. Let me make sure we're all anchored, and let's click play. So we spawned right here on the back deck, which is pretty nice. It lets us go straight into the house, and you can walk straight out of the house as well. Perfect, straight line. Back here, we have a lot of windows, guys. We just want a lot of natural light, especially in the living room slash kitchen. There's a fireplace, a big TV, and then this, which I haven't made the steps yet, but I think it's pretty cool. So right here's the kitchen, and one thing I really just dream of, honestly, having an office that I feel, this might sound bad, I want to feel better than everyone else. Not like better than, but like better than. I don't think that makes sense. Anyways, guys, check it out. My office is gonna be up here. A little catwalk so I can overlook the house. Just be like, hey, you, what are you doing down there, man? And then in here would be my office. Now check this out. We're gonna be able to have a window into the garage so I can see the garage. If you don't know, motorcycles are like my entire life. So I wanna be able to like see them, you know, just makes me happy. And then I've added another door, which goes outside. So this window, I can see my backyard. This window, I can see into the garage. And then this one, I can go outside onto this little elevated porch deck thing. And then I can climb up here and chill on the roof if I wanted to. This would be great for like the 4th of July or literally anything else like that. Over here, we have a secondary garage. Let's go back inside and show the rest. So right here is the living room. Then we're gonna go this way. Right here is just an extra bedroom, maybe like a guest room. If there's ever a little row builder running around, that could be something. Hopefully not. Oh, hopefully not. Right here is a bathroom. And then right here would be Kirsten's room. She really wants a window cubby type thing like this. So I think that's pretty cool. And then this is a secret room. Ha ha ha. There will be a bookcase covering this. Maybe that slides or something. I don't know yet, but she wants a secret room, so there we go. But that is the layout today. I want to focus on getting things a little bit more settled. Materials, colors, everything like that, and mainly exterior. So, without further ado, let's go. All right, guys, so first things first, we're gonna do the roof, and I have a pretty cool idea. Something I absolutely love is the black look with wood. Okay, it might not make sense now, but just let me cook. All right, so here we go. Let's run black like this, and then we're gonna turn this to metal because that would be accurate. This metal looks pretty bad, to be fair. Let me see. Can we like just make that less reflective? I don't like the reflectiveness. We're gonna keep it plastic for now until I bring in more textures. Now, the under portion of this, I want to make a dark wood. Now, is this overly possible when building an actual house? I don't know. I'm pretty sure anything's possible if you pay him enough, so we're going for it. For this, we're gonna set our material to wood, and we may have to find some better ones later on. Just like, yeah, that looks absolutely horrible, but it'll be okay for now, at least to get my point across. And I want this to be a pretty dark wood. Let's go with like a rust color for now. We can always change it later, but for now that looks good. We need to do the same over here. Bring this down a bit, make a duplicate so we can make it exactly how we have the other one. We did very black, and then on this we had wood and we had rust. Yeah, dude, I think that looks pretty cool. Now with barn dominium style homes, hopefully I'm saying that right, there is it's a piece, and it goes like this, man. Look, let me explain. You have these, all right? And they go across the whole house, like on the roof, on the side. literally on everything. So we're gonna gap those, let's say 20 studs apart. We'll see how that looks. It's definitely too many. Let's cut that in like, we'll say 10, cut it in half. Honestly, probably 5, but for now, it'll work. Now I'm gonna grab all of these and just center them out a little bit because we started on the edge, but we didn't end on the edge. We're gonna set this to 5 and see if that kind of works. Honestly, we want to center it with the door, so I'm just gonna put this back to 0.5 and kind of eyeball it. I'd say that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna duplicate them and rotate them to the other side. Press Ctrl L to change what axes we are moving them on. Perfect. Now let's grab building tools so we can scale these in to line up there. And then let's delete the ones that we don't need and rescale the other ones as well. Now guys, when it came to this build, there was a few things that I just was super excited about. First off, I don't want this house to look exactly like all the other ones. Like this little room right here, I don't even know if that's gonna work, you know, but it looks so cool. And it's an idea for my perfect home. So if I can build it on Roblox, I'm sure some architect out there can build it. All right, this is looking pretty good so far. We need to add these on this piece as well. I'm gonna try to do it super lazily. And we're gonna see if it works. I have a slight idea here. We're gonna start by grabbing building tools and scale it back to about here. And then we're gonna grab Archimedes, find the right side. There we go. We will swap sides, swap axis, and then we're just gonna bring these up just like this. Render that. We still have our building tools, so we can scale these all the way back so they're not making such a big mark, I guess. It's a little tough. We're just gonna put this to 0. 0.125. Perfect. There we go. Now that rust color might be a bit too bright, but for now we'll keep it and it'll be okay. We need to do the same thing on this roof. I think I'm just gonna grab these and drag them over there. That way our spacing is the same. Let's just drag them on over. Yeah, that's pretty perfect. It's gonna automatically snap them in. We can drag them to the back. And as you can see, it is a perfect fit. We'll delete this one and this one that's hanging off the sides. And it looks like we're gonna have to add 2 that are the correct size. We have these at a gap of 10, so we will duplicate. There we go, guys, looking pretty good. Now, when it comes to the color we want the house, this may come as a shock, but black. I think black houses, man. Oh, color on the inside, lively on the inside, dark on the outside. I think this is so, so cool. And I'm gonna change all these colors real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we just made all of the walls black, and the thing about barndominiums is they have the same lines as your roof on the sides as well. So we're gonna do that. We also need to add more to the roof, I believe. So we're gonna set our movement to 5 studs. And that's just gonna let us put 1 in between all the other ones, effectively doubling the amount of stripes or lines we have on the roof. And then we're gonna match this pattern down to the walls as well. Keep in mind, this is exterior only, not the interior, even though at the moment the interior it's all black, but we could for sure fix that. Today's video is most definitely not an interior video though, as I still have so much to figure out on the inside, but I definitely know how I wanted the outside to look. Look at that, man. This is already, like, guys, this is already looking absolutely stunning to me. And if it doesn't to you, that's completely okay, because everyone's got their own, like, their own style, right? Just because I think a barndominium that's all black pretty much looks incredible and I would love to live there, it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone would love to live here, and I completely understand that. But man, is this looking good so far. Now, a huge thing about having a black home is the accents on that home. As you can see, anything you put out here will pop because there's nothing to contrast it. So, wood accents, this, oh man. Let me duplicate this. We're gonna bring it down here, change this to, let's say, 1 stud, and now we can start adding some support beams and just some stuff that's gonna make the outside look a little bit better. We're gonna just make this like a 1 by 1, and we will move it in just like so. We'll scale this up to affect, or not to affect, but to touch this up here. That's looking pretty nice. And we're gonna put one on the other side as well. I'm not too sure how else to support this or how to add more wood up here, but I'll definitely try, because right now, that's not enough of an accent. We could definitely double these to where, let's say 10 studs again. Yeah, dude, I actually think this looks pretty sick. It might be cool to have one of these in the back as well. That would be the 10 stud mark, and that actually doesn't look that bad. Yo, I wouldn't be mad to live here so far, man. And there's not even electricity. All right, guys, I think this is looking pretty good. I'm also gonna raise the house off of the ground. I don't know if I'm doing that right now or not, but then we'll have the concrete base that'll probably go up about a foot, I would say, and we could have steps going on to this little patio area. Let's change this to concrete because I think, yeah, it's just gonna look quite a bit better. And we're gonna make that a bit lighter as well. I think right here is fine. Yeah, not too bad. Now we still need to do these little stripes on the side, so yes, we should do that. We're gonna start one just from the top to the bottom, and I think we're gonna start it like, try to line it up with the top ones. I think that'd be the best. That is pretty close, and I believe we had these at a 5 studs gap. We sure did. All right, let's put these all around the whole build. Are they? It's so strange. Like, I guess they are lined up, but it depends on the angle you're looking at it. Like, oh my. Not bad, and we'll go back and sort of fix all these here in a moment. Now, with all of the lines added onto this sort of metal, whatever you would call it, like pole barn aesthetic, I think it's actually starting to look pretty dang sick. I do think up here, these guys, I'm gonna remake them real quick because none of this is even anyways. So let me just kind of figure out what's going on up here. Looks like the walls. Okay, so we can just have this go almost out on every side. Step it one back, and then we'll step this one forward. And we're just gonna bring this up a little bit here. This will probably go back to concrete. I'm not exactly sure if you can just have a concrete pad on top of your house. So if that's not the case, then of course it'll be changed. But now, we could go ahead and try to add a bit of that wood aesthetic back. So I want these to be like pretty thick. Something like that I think works. We're gonna change this to rust and change this to wood. Let's go a little higher up even, like a nice dense square. Throw one on the other side and about the halfway mark. Gonna have to come out one more time and one more time over here. Let's see. Yeah, I think that definitely helps the whole aesthetic. Now, window frames, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna do black. I don't have any other ideas. I know that the doors and the garage doors, I want to do a pretty cool wood/window design. So I think that'll be nice. But window frames themselves, I think they're just gonna be pretty much the same as like this and just be there, I guess. So let me go through. First off, I need to organize workspace, but then I will go through, I'll make the window frames, which are just gonna be black boxes, and we'll see how it looks. And then hopefully we can get to the garage doors at least. I want to do the doors too. Garage doors and the doors today. Full exterior, baby. As a slight update, I just added on the little rise in the patio up front. I'm not sure if I overly like it going out on all sides though. We might keep it as like a ledge, maybe like just steps in the front. I'm not sure. That'll be a design decision I make in a little bit. But for now, we're gonna leave it like this. And now this whole area up front, my girlfriend really likes gardening, so she can make it a garden, make it real cute, make it real nice. Now, we need to add the bottom. So literally every wall, we have to duplicate it, scale it down to the ground. Like, let's find exactly what this is. 1, 2, 3 is a bit too much, but 3 works. So let's just set it to 1.5. And there we go. It'll scale down, and then we need to scale down from up here as well. Of course, it's not going to be perfect. Awesome. 0.25. Let's line it back up. And all we have to do here is to change this to concrete, make it that same gray color, a little bit lighter, and scale it around the entirety of the build. Now, I just noticed our garage would then have a massive lip, so this is probably a bit too tall. Get rid of one step and bring this up a hair, and now we'll meet in the middle with all of that, I guess. If this just lines up perfectly, of course it doesn't. There we go, guys. So that's good for me. Now we will reline these up. I actually like this a lot better in the front without the 4 steps. I feel like maybe 4 steps was just a bit overkill, and this looks so much better to me. I think we'll make this bottom one maybe just 1 step. That really doesn't even look that bad. I like that for now, so we'll keep it for now. Not bad. Last but not least for today's video, guys, the garage doors. I've got a pretty fun idea. I'm gonna try to knock it out and see how it looks. Hopefully it looks as good as it does in my head. Now with the garage doors done, this thing is really starting to come together. I hope you guys can see or catch a little bit of a grasp of what I'm talking about when I say dark with wood accents. I think this is really starting to look good. Now, one more thing that I want to do in this video is change this green part to terrain grass. I believe that's gonna make everything look so much better. So let's unlock it and let's go part to terrain. And here we go, guys. Grass, this is it. Okay, that's something. Now we need to grab everything and just raise it up above the grass a bit. Hopefully we have the backside of that shed. Of course we don't. I also like how I called it a shed, but it's like a whole like 6-stall garage almost. All right, we're gonna put this right here. And now we're gonna run a plugin called Grass Fixer by Robo. And we're just gonna do fix all. It may take just a little second. Okay, it looks like the plugin might be broken. I'll hit him up about it, and I guess we'll have to fix it next time. I guess for now we could do it by hand because it's not the biggest of deals. Let's go to paint, and we just change this to leafy grass. And now we could kind of paint over everywhere that's not supposed to have grass. Very sloppily inside. I'm not too worried about it. In fact, we're gonna do it pretty sloppily overall because we can easily fix it when Robo fixes the plugin. Let's make it a little bit smaller and do this backyard right here. There we go. And we'll change it back to grass and fill some of that back in. Now, guys, for episode 2, I think we're making some pretty insane progress, and I would definitely not mind living here. I can't wait to see when it's all done. Also, the surrounding being green is for trees, because I'm hoping that I could just find a lot, like an acre with just forest around it, except for one side, which is very unlikely, but it would be awesome. No neighbors, no annoying neighbor kids, no annoying neighbor dogs, no neighbors trash in my yard, no stray bullets coming through my house. Okay, anyways, guys, that is gonna wrap up episode 2. If you did enjoy and you're hyped for the rest of this series, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.